Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. No intro music today. I guess I played too much of my intro yesterday and YouTube took down my video. So, I don't know. I need to keep them at like 30 seconds, I think. So I just decided, I won't do a song today. Kind of pissed me off, but that's YouTube for you. That's the way they roll. I did get some books in the mail today. I am going to review the CBSI comicbookinvest.com's top 10 list. Nothing too exciting. It's a couple books that have been on the list for a while here anyways. So, nothing too spectacular. Real quick in the chat, we got Infamous, we got Craig69, we got Sean in the house. Everyone's sort of here. Yeah, that's okay. Most people are going to watch on the playback, and at least it will be on the playback this time because I'm not playing any music. So, kind of getting tired of my videos being taken down by YouTube. Yeah, there's no such thing as fair use anymore. It's just the way it is. I'm hoping the government breaks up Google. I think there's some companies that have too much power. They need to be taken down a notch. I don't know. Oh, by the way, I tried to pick up that Star Wars Clone Wars #3, the Peach Momoko Darth Maul cover. I was on right at 12 Eastern Standard Time. Tried to go to checkout, kept giving me an error, wouldn't let me check out. So I was pretty pissed. Couldn't even get one set. Couldn't even get the trade dress. I mean, it was pathetic. I got nothing. So I tried to get the Virgin and trade dress set first, and it kept giving me an error. So I don't know. Something was definitely up with their website. I think they're and the problem was I was on it right at 12. So, the error, I don't know how many times it just wouldn't work. So I don't know. I can assure you it wasn't me. I have my Apple Pay ready to go on my phone. I don't know if it was because I was trying to buy maybe more than one set. I don't know if they maybe had a limit. Maybe that was the problem. I don't know. I was trying to buy 2 sets, and I guess maybe that's what I get for being greedy. I should have just bought one. Maybe it would have worked if I had one in there. I don't know. It just didn't seem to work. So I was a little pissed. I messaged them on Facebook. I had just joined their Facebook group too. I'm sure they're going to kick me off now because I had a few choice words for their website. I wasn't super excited about buying it from Canada anyways because I know the shipping costs are probably double what you'd pay in the US. I don't know. So it's really only advantageous for people that live in Canada to buy from them. So Mutant Beaver, Comic Kingdom of Canada, I don't know. I was a little pissed off that their website, it just wouldn't work for me. So, oh well, I didn't get it. I'm all right with that. I did really well this week though. I got the picked up 3 books that sold out, especially the Mickey Mouse Delata one. I got a couple sets of that, and that book is, I mean, I think they want I think the sets are going for like $700 now for the set. It's crazy. So you can't get them all, some things you get lucky in, sometimes some things you don't. There will be another chance for me to pick that book up from Frankie's Comics. I'm in their Facebook group, but yeah, there's so much speculation right now on these store variants that it's creating problems. Kevin from Frankie's Comics, I mean, he's very, very frustrated. You can tell he's putting some messages out there, kind of like telling people to shut up, and he's definitely pissed off. And I think he's trying to make it a little bit more fair for group members by doing like a lottery. I guess that's as fair as you can get. I mean, trying to buy it, you got that 1 minute countdown, and hopefully your browser works. Hopefully your Wi-Fi is working. Hopefully your connection speed is solid. But what's more fair? I guess I don't know. I kind of like the lottery thing. I mean, obviously, I liked it because I won, so I probably wouldn't like it if I didn't win. I don't know, but yeah, supposedly that Peach Momoko was 3,000, 1,000, but obviously they didn't have three. Infamous said they had 40 sets, so yeah, that probably sold out in 10 seconds. I don't know. The 10 seconds it was giving me an error. And maybe they were limiting it, the sets. Maybe they only allowed you to buy one set. So that's maybe why I couldn't get one. I don't know, but I got the shaft on that one. What are you gonna do? Just the way it goes. I mean, I was a little heated about it for a few minutes, and then I calmed down and realized that it's not the end of the world. I'll get another shot maybe at it. And if I don't get it, I'm not going to chase it. I'm not going to go pay crazy pricing on eBay for it. There's enough people out there doing that right now. I do like the cover, but it's not enough for me to spend insane money. All right, let me pull up here. Let me share my screen. I'll get to you guys in the chat here in a minute. I know we've got a lot of people here in the chat. We got Infamous, we got Craig69, Sean, we got Ancient Mariner in the house. I think there's like 6 of you watching right now. Very good. 6 loyal subscribers to my channel. Most will watch it on the replay, of course. Let me share my screen and let's jump into that top 10 list from CBSI. I'm not going to be on here that long. This is going to be kind of a short and sweet live stream. All right, there it is, the Hot 10 list from CBSI. Let's start off with number 10, Civil War, Volume 2, number 4. So this is on the list because of Jim's Comics. He didn't do a video for 3 weeks, and he does one video and gets a book on the top 10. That's the power of his channel. He's got a lot of subs. And he can go 2-3 weeks at a time without doing a video, and it's not a problem. He still gets a lot of people to watch his videos. So, I probably only took maybe 1,000 people out of his 8,000 subscribers or whatever he has now to buy up all the cheap copies. So Civil War Volume 2, number 4. This is the first appearance, I suppose, of the Immortal She-Hulk. It says here, Immortal Hulk became popular for 3 reasons, not speculated on initially, great story, and maybe the best run of Alex Ross covers ever. People are buying this book because of Immortal She-Hulk. That character or series has none of those things going for it. Oh, and the print run of this particular book is in the hundreds of thousands. Not a good recipe for spending investment dollars. So I kind of agree with them here. I don't know what this book is selling for on eBay at the moment. I guess I could take a peek real quick. And yeah, the Mike Cho variant's pretty cool. I don't think I have that one either. I've got several of the Cho variants, but I don't think I have that one. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, someone's asking $20 plus $4 shipping. Another person's asking 20. There's an auction with 2 days left that it's at $10. Another auction. Yeah. I don't know. There's a couple for sale. A couple auctions. A couple buy it now. Looks like buy it now is around $20 range. That's still a book that I think you can pick up fairly easy at a LCS. Online, I'm pretty sure it's sold out everywhere. I think it was on Midtown for a little while. I think I have at least a copy or two of that. So I know I have the whole run, so I know I've at least got one. But I think I may have one of the variants too. I'll have to look. But, is that book going to be a hot book a year from now? Not like Immortal Hulk. I don't think it will be. Maybe it stays at a $10 to $15 price range long term, perhaps. But yeah, I don't know that it's going to be. It's not going to be like Immortal Hulk. I don't think. All right, number 9 on the list is Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man #1, the Fiona Staples 1 in 50 variant. So this book has a couple things going for it. Fiona Staples is an awesome artist. It's a cool looking cover. It's pretty rare. There were probably some stores that ordered 50 copies, but probably not a lot. I don't think Miles Morales, when did that come out? 2000, was it 2008, 2009? So that was a few years back. I don't think it had a huge print run. I don't think it was selling all that well, not like it would today. So that book was probably fairly difficult to find. Looks like it was a $300 to $400 book up until recently, and 9.8 just sold for over $1,000. Yeah, it's a lot of money. There's a lot of hype right now on Miles Morales. I definitely would be very, very careful paying big money. I mean, that's not his first appearance. That's just his first ongoing title. I don't think it's really that big of a key book. The writer's Brian Michael Bendis. I can't stand him as a writer. So I don't know. I would not pay the $1,000 for that book. I just wouldn't. I don't think I would pay $200 for that book. So my personal opinion on that. Number 8 is Beavis and Butthead #1. I definitely remember that show on MTV back in the day. Yeah, it's funny. Smoking a little weed, it's probably even a little funnier. And I don't know. Is there a long-term Beavis and Butthead comic following? Probably not. So if you've got this in your collection, you paid a couple dollars for it, I would throw it up on eBay for $20. And if you're not in love with it, if it's something you like to have in your collection, just keep it. But yeah, I wouldn't chase down this book for $20. So far of the 3 books I've looked at, I have one of them. I have the Civil War #4. Number 7 is Amazing Spider-Man #4, the Ramos 1 in 10 variant. Again, anything related to Spider-Verse has been on the move. And Silk, first appearance of Silk, will definitely be a book that will be hot for a while. She will be in the Spider-Verse 2 movie. Looks like 9.8s at the beginning of June were around $300, and this week one sold for over $400. I don't have that issue. I've got just the regular A cover on that, which I'm fine with. I think that book has also gone up in value pretty well. Number 6 is a book that I do own, Thor. Number 5, the Esad Ribic 1 in 25 variant. Cool looking cover. I love Ribic's artwork. I always have. This is the first full appearance of the Black Winter. Debatable whether it's his first. I don't think it's his first appearance. I think that it's still going to be Silver Surfer Black #4, despite Donny Cates's pronouncement that it isn't. I think he's probably just likes to be a jerk to people. I don't know. Again, Ethan Van Sciver is one of my personal heroes because he basically treated Cates like any other comic book schmuck instead of all the sycophants at Marvel that probably clean his asshole. I don't know. I guess at Marvel, it's really the 2 hot artists, in my opinion, are Cates. 3 hot artists. You got Cates, Al Ewing, which Al Ewing is good, but not. He's spotty for me. He's not. Immortal Hulk has not been that great for me lately. So Al Ewing, Donny Cates, and Chip Zdarsky, I think, are their best writers. It's debatable Hickman. I think Hickman did a decent job on that House of X, Powers of X, but I've not really enjoyed at all the new X-Men series. I don't think it's that good. So, you've got like 3 good writers. Cates is probably the superstar. I think he stays a couple more years, and eventually he goes off and maybe does more of his own independent books. I don't know. That's usually what happens. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe DC will offer him a bunch of money to come over. He can shake things up over at DC. Or maybe by then DC will get tired of Bendis and they'll be looking for another Marvel to recruit another Marvel writer. Number 5 is Paper Girls #1, Brian K. Vaughan, Cliff Chang art. It's a good series. I think I have the first 10 issues, so I do have that issue #1. Pretty easy to get a 9.8 on that. It's a nice thick cardstock type of cover, so I think 9.8s are pretty easy to get. I don't think it's a difficult book to get in high grade. So 9.8s are selling around $100, and raw copies are back up to 20. I think that book kind of fluctuates. They've announced it a couple times that the show's being developed, and then it gets pushed back. Who knows? Until I see a trailer and a release date, I'm going to ignore it. Number 4 is Invincible Iron Man #9. First appearance of Riri Williams. The current state of affairs, everything that's male must now be female. If you want a good book to read sometime, it came out several years ago. It's by a guy named Adam Carolla. He used to do, he was on radio a lot. He did that Man Show with Jimmy Kimmel back in the day. I like him. He's pretty funny. He's kind of down to earth. He's kind of like the Will Rogers of today. He's a pretty smart guy. He says some insightful things, and he basically had a book called "In 20 Years We'll All Be Chicks." So I think he summed it up perfectly. Everything that was male and masculine must now be female. And I got nothing against female superheroes. I've always liked Wonder Woman. I've always liked female superheroes, but we have to take every male character and then spin it to, well, a female needs to be the Iron Man. A female needs to be Captain America. It's old. It's old and tired and boring. So I have this issue. I think I have the B cover, which is probably worth more than the regular A cover. I think I know it's more scarce. So I do have it in my collection, but I don't know. To me, it's just tiresome and boring. But there is movement on the book. 9.8s were $200 a month ago. Now they're hitting mid 300s. There's not been much said about Riri Williams. It says here, I don't really have anything to add at this point except look at the Miles price ceiling and make a wise choice. All right, there you go. Yeah, if you can get a good deal on one, pick one up. But I don't know. I wouldn't go chasing that right now. That's just my opinion on that. Number 3 is Negan Lives #1, the gold variant. So I guess this is what, one per store. $175 to $200 range. I don't know. I don't miss The Walking Dead at all. I'm glad it's over. I don't think Kirkman's that talented, to be honest. I mean, he had one big hit, and that was Walking Dead, and that's it. Everything else he's done is not really done well. So I'm not a Kirkman fan. That's what I have to say about that. So I don't think he's that good. I did grab the regular cover just to give it a read. I do like the character of Negan. I think he's a badass, and he's a psychopath, and there's things that are interesting about him, but I'm not really interested in Robert Kirkman. So I did pick up an issue, but I wouldn't be going after an expensive variant of that book at all. No, I wouldn't. Number 2 is Adam, Legend of the Blue Marvel. This has been a hot book for a long time. It's super scarce. I don't know what the print run on this was, but it's damn low. Yeah, 9.6 just sold for $500. I don't know. It's a modern book. I don't think you'll ever see a Blue Marvel movie, so don't get too excited. It's just one of these books that I think is pretty scarce, and pretty damn scarce, and there's enough buying demand for it out there in the marketplace, but I don't see there being a movie on that at all. So yeah, to each his own on that. Number 1 is Uncanny X-Men number 21, the John Tyler Christopher variant out of 3,000. I guess back in May, this was around $100 book. Jumped up to $200. It probably jumped up because of the Wolverine one. That Wolverine was a Comic-Con exclusive, and it looked pretty cool, and a lot of people wanted it. And the price, it's a 3,000 print run, but there were way more than 3,000 people that wanted that book. So the price, of course, on that book jumped up, and it made just about anything that even comes close to it. These negative space variants jump up as well. I'm still waiting for my Star Wars, the Emperor one that he did, to jump. It hasn't done anything. I think it's still about what I paid for it, $30, $40 book or something. Yeah. Oh, well, I bought the wrong ones, I guess. So there's your list. I don't know. I'm not too excited about it. There's 1, 2, 3 books that I own in my collection out of the 10, so about 30%. Yeah, it's about what I average. So I don't have too many of those on there. Honorable mentions, My Romantic Adventures. They always like to throw an old romance or war book on there that no one really cares about, except for maybe 10 people on the planet. But those 10 people on the planet have lots of money, apparently, and a 6.5 sold for $1,200. G.I. Joe number 194, the 1 in 10 variant. Definitely looks like a movie cell, or the TV cell. It looks like a TV. It looks just like the TV cartoon, right? That's what it looks like to me. Sold for around $300. No other listings that could be found. The comic book guys are full of nostalgia, and this one has it. So yeah, a lot of older G.I. Joe books tend to have a lot of good, solid demand for them. So there's your top 10 list, guys. All right, let me check the chat, and then I'll show off some books, and then we'll call it a day. Let's see here. Ancient Mariner says every artist has their day. Peach will be nothing in 2 years. Yeah, I don't know about nothing, but yeah, probably won't have the heat around an exclusive. I mean, the public gets tired of things, right? Just like anything else. No doubt about it. Her exclusives will at some point not sell out, and that's when you'll know that the game is up. Infamous says the lottery idea is terrible, Seth. What has this market come down to? I mean, listen, if it's a store exclusive, that store owner has the right to do what the hell they want. It's their, it's their exclusive. Yeah, I mean, I understand it. It's first, most of the time people agree it should be first come, first serve. If you're a responsible person that sets your alarm and you're on the site right when you should be, you should have a decent chance of getting that book, right? And all the people that forgot to set their alarm, or, oh yeah, I forgot, you're shit out of luck. That's normally how I would agree. I would agree with that. But these were books that he planned on selling to the Facebook group and members only, so it was not open to the public. So if you were one of the 900 to 1,000 members of the Facebook group, you had first chance to get it. And I think he just decided, you know what, I'm going to try to make it as fair as I can. So I don't know. I guess he maybe randomized everybody's name. I don't know. He didn't do a live stream showing the 400 selections. So I'm glad I was one of them. So, but yeah, I get that. it's one of those things. It's a Facebook group. It was a private sale to that group, and the moderator of that group can, he could decide anybody named Seth doesn't get to buy one. Anybody named Jim, I don't like that name Jim. You don't get to buy my book. So he gets to call the shots, man. That's the way it is. Yeah, that's my opinion on that. Sean says, when the cons were rolling, I would find all those exclusives on sale there, usually after they cooled and got great deals. Patience works. Yeah, we won't see any. I don't think we're going to see any Comic Cons until next summer, maybe next summer. Definitely this year, everything's been canceled for the most part. I don't think you'll see any. Maybe you'll see a virtual, a Zoom con. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think you'll see any this year. So you'll have to wait a little while on that, Sean. Infamous said, I had 2 sets as well. Was at checkout within 20 seconds or less and had the same error. Yeah, maybe it was an error because you selected more than one set. Like if I had just put one set in there, maybe I would have gotten it. I don't know. I think their website sucks though. So I'm not real happy with Comic Kingdom of Canada. What the fuck has ever come out of Canada that's good? I don't even like their whiskey. I don't like their beer sucks. What do they do? What do they do that's good? I mean, it's beautiful country up there, especially in the wintertime. What does Canada produce? I mean, good hockey. Yeah, their hockey teams are awesome. They usually dominate in hockey, but I don't know. Other than that, I can't think of what Canada produces that I'm all excited about. I don't know. Nothing against Canadians. That website. I mean, I don't know why I'm bringing Canada into it. Just because the online website is in Canada has nothing to do with Canadians. I'm just bitching. What can I tell you? It put me in a sour mood this morning. All right, let's see. We got Dollar Bin Fodder in the house. What's going on, Dollar Bin? Yeah, I only wanted to resell. Yeah, I was going to keep my sets. I wasn't going to resell anything. But, yeah, I should have just – maybe it would have worked if I had one set. We'll never know now. It's too late. We'll never know. Yeah, there are some – who's Martina? I don't know that artist, Martin. You must mean Martina. Yeah, Delato. Delato's still a hot artist. He still brings the heat. Martina is definitely tired. I think he's – when he doesn't really, I know he still does an exclusive here and there, but they never sell out anymore. They don't really sell out. He doesn't have the command that he used to. I think he kind of hurt his reputation a lot when he got caught copying other artists' work. That definitely hurt him. Frizen's still good, good solid artist, but I don't usually see a lot of her exclusives sell out either. I would say Delato's the only one right now that can still sell out, and Alex Ross, Delato, maybe a Jim Lee here and there, but it's all Momoko madness. She seems to have all the hot books these days. Yeah, print run of Infamous always knows the print runs. 126,865. That's a lot. That's a huge print run. Yeah, and a lot of stores ordered heavily on that, and that did not sell well. I know that did not sell well. I out of that print run, I doubt they sold 80,000 copies. I think a lot of that stuff sat in comic book shops and then got discounted to dollar bins eventually. Because I remember going to comic book shops, seeing those Civil Wars in dollar bins for a while. So, yeah, I don't think it did. I don't think it sold very well. That's my recollection of it. So, yeah, grabbing a ratio out of that might be the way to go. I know the Cho ones might be a little harder to find. Resurrection of She-Hulk, aka the first revelation that She-Hulk is immortal. Everybody's immortal. Every Every superhero is immortal. Who stays dead? No one stays dead. They're all immortal. I think every character should have an immortal origin because none of them die anyways. I don't know. Yeah, the Ruins of Ravencroft. I didn't grab that. I missed out on that. I don't know. There's some people speculating that this Cody, what's his name? Cody Cassidy or whatever his name is, that he might be that herald for Null. I don't know. So I saw somebody post that on Instagram. Seems like a reach, but who knows? So maybe that book will get hot. I don't know. Seems like a stretch, though. Miles Morales had a print run of 45,000. Calculated 150 ratio. You're somewhere around 900. Consider some are damaged and lost. Yeah, it's probably pretty damn low. It's probably under 500, right? Maybe under 600. Might be still sitting in some comic book shops and unaware that it's a hot book. Who knows? Let's see here. Yeah, 2014. Okay, I said it was older than that. Sean's loaded up on the Beavis and Butthead #1s. There you go. So when that show drops, yeah, that'd be the time to unload that puppy, especially if you got him cheap. All right, we got Ian Baldwin in the house. What's up, Ian? All right. Yes, the Justice Society. Perfect. Dollar Bin likes Bendis. I'm not a Bendis fan. He has too much dialogue. He likes to hear his own inner voice too much. Let's see here. Yeah, Love Lines with Dr. Drew. That's right. Adam Carolla. I was talking about him earlier. Yes, the Man Show. I missed the. They always ended the show with girls on trampolines. I have the trampoline out here. Just need the girls jumping on trampolines. That was always a good way to end the show. Yeah, that show wouldn't do. That show would be canceled cultured real quick today. It wouldn't do well in today's environment right now, right? Everyone's so sensitive. All the feminists would beat everybody up. All right. Riri is in development. Yeah, I think I heard that as well. When it hits, anybody's guess. Let's see here. Hey, we got Comic Man Andy. What's going on, my friend? We got Agent J.R. Ewing in the house. What's up, J.R.? All right, let's show some books, and then we'll call it a night. Been on here long enough. I got other things to do today. I'll start off with some Miles stuff. I know Miles Morales has been hot. I dug some of these out. I put it in Mylar. I think I was surprised some of these have really gone up. This one, the Miles Morales animation variant, looks like there's a couple copies on eBay. People are asking like $75 to $80 for this book. I didn't know it was going for that much. I thought it was like a $10, $15 book, but looks like it's going for $70 to $80 range right now. So I've got a nice copy of that in the collection. I pulled that out, put it in a Mylar. I think this one, it's like a $10 to $15 book. It's first appearance of Starling, #6. I think there's a little bit of heat on this one. This is like a $15 to $20 book. Issue #7. I think that's another one of those animation variants. Kind of looks like it. I don't know. Sort of looks like an animation variant. But that one has a little bit of fire to it. I know this one also has a little bit of heat to it. Spider-Man #8. Cool looking cover. I think I bought it just because I like the cover. Yeah, it's pretty sweet looking. And then this one I definitely bought total cover buy on #13. The Raza cover. I love Raza's artwork, and I love that cover. That thing is freaking badass. So beautiful cover by Raza there. And I think this one goes for a little bit of money too. Yeah, $10 to $15. Another Raza cover. Old Man Miles Morales. The story in this was weak though. I tried reading it. It was terrible. It was a bad story. All right. I got a nice set of. I forgot I even ordered these. This must have been several months ago. Finally, they came in. I got the color and black and white Virgin sets of Vampirilla number 10 by Carla Cohen. These were limited to out of 300, and I got number 50. Both are numbered number 50. 50 out of 300 and 50 out of 100. So I guess the black and white is limited to only 100 copies, which is kind of cool. I like the black and white, definitely. Nice work by Carla Cohen. She's a pretty hot artist. A lot of her stuff sells out. Not all of it, but some of it does. This one definitely did. Sold out very quickly. And the color one, pretty nice. They both come with COAs. So I like that both are numbered 50 out of 300 and 100. So that's kind of neat. All right, and then the last book of the night, I did not get this. This one sold out very, very quickly on Scorpion Comics. I was not able to buy it for, I think this set was only $40 too. It was only $40. $40. I missed it. I paid $125, I think, for this. Don't Pay the Ferryman, another Momoko. I do like the detail in this cover. You can kind of see it best on the Virgin. I mean, look at the skulls on the boat. I mean, yeah, some pretty damn good detail. I like it. Again, the reason I like Momoko is because there's no one that really draws like this, right? There's no one that draws like this. No one even close. So, you know, in the comic book world, you've got to stand out and be a little unique, and that's why she's hot right now. You know, it's unique, and this is one of her best covers, I think. I think the Yoda one, this one, and the Rey one, and maybe the Darth Maul one, those are my favorite that she's done so far. So, yeah. So I did pay a lot of money for these. Again, they're both limited to only 300 copies. So they're both number 113 of 300. You get COAs on both of them. Yeah, that was the only place you could buy it, Scorpion Comics, and if you know, it sold out in I think less than a minute, and I totally forgot about it. So I missed it by maybe a couple minutes. I was on another site buying another book, so what are you gonna do? I paid a little too much for that, but it has gone higher. I think those sets sell right now for at least, I think the sets are going over $200 now for the sets, so maybe a little bit more than that. But man, I can't believe how much those Mickey Mouse Delato sets are going for. I kid you not. They're like $700, $800 for a set now. And I got 2 of them. So I had somebody message me saying, "Hey, should I buy one of these for like $60 or $70 on eBay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think you should." I think I believe they listened to me. I can't remember what who it was, but somebody messaged me on Instagram about buying it on eBay. They missed it on the website, but they bought it on eBay, and I think they did pretty well, even for $60. So hey, that's what it is, man. Supply and demand. Those Mickey Mouse ones are super low print run. I think the black and white was limited to 333, and the color was limited to 666. So great artist and low print run. It creates some pretty strong demand. But we'll be showing those books off at some point here in the next month or so. I don't know how long it will take to get that book. Probably at least 2 or 3 weeks. So maybe near the end of July, I'll be showing that off on one of my live streams. All right, guys. Infamous makes a good point. Set a reminder in 1 year in advance to look back to today and compare prices of these books. No doubt about it. That is always a risk. A lot of these books could easily cool down in value, no matter what the print run is. I think you're always better off buying key first appearances of particular books. But, again, it all comes down to buy what you love, right? Buy what you like. It's a personal decision. I don't ever try to tell somebody what they should do with their own collection. I just tell you what I'm doing. I buy older books. I've shown plenty of older books that I've bought in the last several months. I buy a lot of new stuff, new exclusives. I kind of do both. And that's just, that's what I do. I don't know. I'm not too worried if some of my stuff I buy will be worth a lot of money someday and some of it will be worth nothing. I'm fully aware of that. I'm okay with that. But again, have fun. It's a hobby. Don't take it too seriously. Like I did this morning when I missed out on that Momoko exclusive. I kind of took it a little too seriously. But I'm over it now. Maybe I'll get another chance to buy it through another offering. We'll see. No big deal. If I don't get it, I don't get it. It's all right. I'll live. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. I don't think I'm going to do another live stream this weekend. I'll probably be back on here Monday or Tuesday. I'll try to find some good things to talk about. And, maybe I'll pull out some other older books from my collection to highlight, especially if you're looking for ideas of what comic books to buy. Maybe not just what's hot right now, but maybe older stuff that might get hot in the future just because no one's kind of paying attention to it right now. But we'll find out. I'll try to plan that out maybe Monday or Tuesday. So look for a notification from me. Probably I'll send that out on Monday. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.